Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and welcome to Deep Web Browsing, episode number 87, the series where we take a look at the darker side of the internet, the danker side, the side that's not accessed through regular viewing. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, things are going to be as random as they can. It's going to be a fine Sunday. I know it's a couple days before that. Magic of video editing, ladies and gentlemen, but I hope you enjoy this lovely Sunday. I don't know what we're going to find, but I think we're going to go heavily on a tour today just because a lot of the trackers that I've been using have managed to come back in my exploratory searches this week. So, with that being said, all that intro stuff aside, let's go to our very first website. Alright, so the first site we're looking at is Dead Eagles. Now, the search engines that I've been using have kind of been down, well, not all of them, but a few of them, so finding stuff on Tor has been a little bit more of a hassle, but because most of them came back today and some of them got rid of their scam status, we have Dead Eagles. Now, again, we haven't looked at a Hitman service in quite a few episodes, I would say, just because we've deviated to a lot more weird, but here's the good old classic spooky stuff, I guess, and it's good to dive back into it. So, this is what we do. Dead Eagles, let me take off the headphones because they're fucking stupid. Dead Eagles is a group of professional killers operating primarily the U.S. Alright, so these are operating in the U.S. A lot of people that we look at usually operate in like Europe and shit. So here we got it right back here on North America side. We do hits in all states of America. We can also arrange hits in Mexico, Cuba, and Venezuela, not executed by us. So they're basically subcontracting. These contractors are contracting people to kill out in Venezuela, Cuba, and in Mexico. So what do we pay for? We have most of the equipment that we need for any job. You pay the risks that we take, a fixed job fee, and for travel and housing expenses. To order a hit, go to the order page, but before you do, make sure you read this entire page first. Price and payment information. The average Joe or a low-level gang member will cost you $5 to $6 grand. So I think this is the cheapest I've seen a life go up to, alright? So basically if you're fucking nobody, or at the most, you're some street-level gangster, they're gonna pop you for $5 to $6 grand. You're not worth that much, ladies and gentlemen, in the grand scheme of it. And it's fucked up, man. Like, in parts of the world, they actually have, like, contract target killing or whatever they call it. Like, you go down to, like, a poor country, man, they'll take your life for $100 if possible, 1,000 at the most. Here, I mean, these are pro people. They're already putting your life at $5, $6 grand, man. Fuck. Higher level gang members range from $7 to $12 grand. They're not much higher, but so gang members are over there. High profile targets, which could require additional equipment, can range from 20 grand up to 200 grand. That's a lot of money, all right. Once your order has been reviewed and accepted, a killer will be assigned to the job and leave a price. Price is paid with bitcoins through an escrow service, and the amount is calculated based on current, yada yada. We know how this fucking works. They mentioned something called escrow, of course. We all know the escrow logic over here. That's not really, the thing we need to pick out of all this, you know what I mean? But, I gotta say, they're not listing people that they wouldn't kill. Like, usually these hitman sites, they would list, like, we're not gonna fucking kill, like, 18, kids or whatever, right? They didn't even fucking say that. It's just like, anybody, dude. Fuck. Making a secure service. A big security concern of a service like this is anonymity, and this is why you don't see any contact information on the site, nor do you have to send any contact information to us. There is no need for you to know anything about me, nor do we need to know anything about you. We take every safety precaution to make sure orders are not compromised. We practice extensive isolation and compartmentalization at a technical and operational level. The service is isolated on the server it runs on, so that if an adversary were to gain root access, they would still have to break out of the virtual environment to learn the server's true IP. Okay, they're really treating their security seriously. I mean, if you're going to kill people for a living, you want to be as careful as you fucking could, right? I regularly migrate the server to new services to make compromise. In case of a compromise of my service, the onion key is not comprised as it's not stored on the server, and we can always regain control in case of a takeover. Alright. Operational security for clients. While ordering a murder online can prevent blackmail, casual detection, and law enforcement stings, it's never safe to be complacent. All of our security measures cannot help you if you don't organize yourself and think in advance. Tor is not enough to guarantee your anonymity, and one mistake or poor judgment is enough to break your anonymity. We recommend following these proper security. Oh, so it's the same shit, alright? It's like fucking, use Tor, use a Bitcoin mixing service. Again, some of these are actually new, like a lot of these hitman sites, they don't tell you how to be careful, but here they're giving you like genuine advice. Mix up your Bitcoins, basically like launder that shit. Because basically the reason why Bitcoin mixing mixing services exist, and this is something I have to go on a tangent with because I've been asked like why they exist so much. It's because when you're dealing with Bitcoin, there is something called a blockchain, and the blockchain is a public record of all transactions ever made on the cryptocurrency platform. So the thing is, if somebody really wanted to track someone down and they wanted to really look into that, they can look into the blockchain and kind of piece together where certain transactions were made. But regardless, if you mix your Bitcoins around, it's like laundering money, right? It's like turning dirty money into good money, right? But that's a whole different thing. Here we go. You know what I mean? Like it said over here, blockchain analysis. Never reveal your intention to order a murder. Once a murder has taken place, destroy any evidence and never mention it to anyone. The simple fucking logic. Again, don't order a murder. Don't order a hit because that's fucking illegal. I don't have to mention that. But let's go to order a hitman. Ooh, my phone fucking pooed itself. Holy crap, dude. Jesus. Stop, phone. Stop interrupting. Christ. But here we go. We're going to order we're not going to order a hitman. But over here, you can basically go, provide as much details about a target as you can. The following information about the target should be included. Okay. In the order. All right. Let's see. Full name and age, state, city, and street address, profession, social media profiles, and at least one photo. So basic shit. Other useful information is a social security number. Information about family, cars, weekly schedules, daily routines, not routines, routines. The more information given, the faster the order will be processed. Photo upload services. Now you can use, they give you basically a lot of upload services that are going to keep your anonymity. So you can use like DatSec, Easy Image, Image Hosting, Matrix Image Uploader. As far as I can tell you right now, this has the most work I've seen for any of these hitman sites. Let me go to check status real quick. Oh, so they'll give you a passphrase. You can put in the passphrase and check the status. Interesting. So they even have, this is the first fucking time I've actually seen like a, like a fucking hit tracker. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you're ordering a package off Amazon and shit, they'll give you like a tracking number. Motherfucker, they gave you a tracking number on somebody's life. Like, you don't see this shit everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Dead Eagles gives you fully tracked and traceable murders to let you know about statuses on how this shit's going. I mean, you can probably figure it out in real life once the dude's obviously popped, but shit, ladies and gents, you can actually order your hit pretty fucking easily. They'll talk back to you, give them all the stuff you want, you handle your payments in some way, and bam, Dead Eagles does the fucking kill for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't looked at a hitman site in a while, but I gotta say, out of all of them, this obviously, to me, it's still a fucking honey trap. Alright, don't fucking, it's so, if you find this shit within 10 minutes, if you find it at all, it's a honeypot. But, most convincing honeypot I've been to. Let's go to the next website. So this is an interesting site. It's called Can Be Consumed. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. It's in Russian, apparently, and it's probably got the most interesting website I've ever seen. This looks like some weird, crazy shit kicking off, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, can it be consumed at work? Is it best to consume in its pure form? Oh, it's a fucking drug site. I guarantee it. But it's got the most interesting looking, like, website I've really seen. It seems like it might be people are lighting up some weed right now. Best to consume in its pure form. Only whole product, no add mixtures. So let's go to let's hit the buy key, which I've already done here. Straight from the Colombian plantations. Totally. Might be drugs, dude. Well, let's go. Well, definitely drugs. It's got a chemical mixture. But here we go. We got 137 trimethyl purine 2,6-dione. All right. So don't look at me. I ain't a fucking chemist. All right. Now, come on now. Ecuador, Maputo, and Colombia, La Combre. I definitely butchered that shit up, ladies and gentlemen. Nature has been granted one perfect flavor to coffee beans, but it's given us variants. Coffee, depending on its roast profiles, can have different flavor properties. This is why we have launched a special experimental line where all gourmets will find a perfect taste according to their preferences. After experimenting with roasting, we have attained a very interesting composition using Ecuador Maputo grains. Sweet smell of... What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait. What's the Colombia La Combre? The word bubbly doesn't immediately conjure up associations with coffee. But our new espresso can be deciphered by this epithet. If Colombia El Progreso was with cocoa beans notes, then Colombia Guadalupe La Combre has wine-sour taste, sweet, fruity aroma, and a very interesting light base that leaves you with a taste of soda bubbles. In English, it can be described by the words tart and crisp. In Russian, the word bubbly fits best as after a sip of it. What the fuck? Wait, I walked into this expecting fucking drugs or some shit. Are you... Are they actually fucking just selling coffee beans? Like, are these really good coffee beans? Why the fuck would you need to do... What? Choose payment methods. Kiwi or Bitcoin? Let's go to the... Go to the... What the fuck? I don't even know if this is illegal to buy. It literally just sounds like fucking... Wait, what are Maputo grains? Hold on. What the fuck? Maputo grain. I am actually legitimately confused. Grains. There we go. Stupid fucking phone. Yeah. It seems like they're just selling coffee? Alright. I am actually genuinely confused. It seems we've come across a deep website where I don't even know if this is illegal or not. I think maybe this is like some drug coffee or some shit like that. It kind of seems that way just because, like, why the fuck would there ever need to exist a site on the deep web that looks as flashy as this, and all it fucking does is sell you two kinds of coffee, albeit amazing coffee, it seems, bubbly, amazing, sweet smell of caramel, fresh sour citrus, like such coffee analysis. And then they're selling that shit, and it's like, it makes it look like they're selling some weird drugs, and I think they still are. But I'm on a site where they're apparently dealing coffee beans. What the fuck is actually going on today? Like, you know what? It's like every other site, you know, it's like weird, but here it doesn't have a reason to be weird. It's all flashy. It's like looking like it's some cyberpunk future with like some crazy MDMA bullshit, but it turns out that it's literally just coffee. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know whether to believe it because it's like, because they are mentioning cocoa. It's like, huh. Like, could this be a nice way of saying cocaine? Am I lost with the in crowd these days? Is this just fucking marijuana? It seems like I've come across something that I cannot explain, ladies and gentlemen. But what I can tell you is I don't know if this is illegal or not, but if you ever wanted to get some really dank coffee that was borderline illicit, I might say, one that you have to get a cryptocurrency to buy, I guess this is it. And you have two choices, Ecuador Maputo or Colombia La Cumbre. I'm actually genuinely confused. Why the fuck would there need to be a coffee bean website? It's like, it's the one thing that makes no sense. All right, you know what? Let's go to another website. I can't say much more on this. It's coffee. It's coffee on the deep web. Top 10 myths of emergency and disaster preparedness. Woohoo! TV and cinema will kill you, so will the internet, and sometimes your parents and teachers will as well. If you're ever in a disaster... Wow, that's a very pessimistic fucking way to put this in right now. If you're ever in a disaster emergency and attempt to do something you've heard from a faulty source, it could very well be the last time you try it. So below is a list of top 10 myths that I believed about surviving growing up. It's followed by the accurate information I learned after years of studying these situations with rescue workers, survivalists, the Red Cross, FEMA, fire chiefs, police captains, Navy SEALs, paramedics, disaster survivors, homeless people, and other experts while writing emergency. If you ever fed the same misinformation, hopefully something here will help you. All right, we got about 10 myths, top 10 myths. All right, we got a top 10 article right now, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking. No matter what side of the internet you go to, you'll never escape the BuzzFeed lands, let me tell you. But let's go read these top 10 myths. So number 1, if stranded in the desert, you can get water from a cactus. Chances are you won't be able to get more than a few drops of water from a cactus. I actually wanted to try water from a cactus. I was down in like Arizona, like, you know, but it's like I never got to cactus. I should have tried it, man. Damn it. I missed out. If attacked by a shark, punch it in the nose. You're more likely to injure your hand than the shark if you hit it in the nose, probably. Instead, if an attack is otherwise unavoidable, strike the eyes and the gills as rapidly as hard as possible. Alright, yeah, fucking easier said than done, let me tell you. Number 3, in the event of an earthquake, the safest place to stand is a door frame. Alternate myth, okay. In the event of an earthquake, create a triangle of life by curling up next to a bulky object that will compress slightly on impact, leaving a void next to it. Okay. The tip about standing in a doorway was true when most homes were made of weak materials with wooden door frames. However, in most modern buildings, the door frame is the weakest point, and the triangle of life is only really applicable to homes in third world countries, with flat ceilings that will pancake straight down instead, drop, cover, and hold. You hear that? Basically, if you're living in North America, or like, the first world with modern homes, you fucked in an earthquake, let me tell you. You can't go into the door frame, and you can't do that fucking, you can't do the triangle of life BS, can you? That stuff will definitely not fly, ladies and gentlemen. You will not get away with the triangle of life nonsense. So that's one thing. If a bomb goes off, call 911. First time I've heard about that. Avoid using your cell phone or radio within 400 feet of a possible terrorist attack, because it can trigger a possible secondary device. That actually is a scary... I think I've heard that at least at one point, like, never to fucking do that. Just because that is a real thing. Like, for God forbid you actually sent out a signal and it blew stuff up. That would be horrible on your fucking conscience. But you're not even supposed to do that. Call 911 as you make your way at least 3,000 feet clear. Yeah, at that point you're far away from any form of connection to it. Number 5. If bitten by a poisonous snake, suck out the venom. Alternate, cut an X over the snake bite to get the venom out. You will not be... Yeah, you can't do that. You'll not be able to cut or suck fast enough to slow the spread of venom, and getting venom in your mouth will only create new pathways for poison, especially if you have cuts in your lips or gums. Don't apply ice or a tourniquet either. Instead, call 911, cleanse the wound, keep the limb below the level of the heart, use constricting bands 2 inches below and 2 inches above the bite, splint it, and keep physical activity to a minimum while waiting for an appropriate antivenom. Yeah, that's because, like, if you fucking don't go active, that means that your blood ain't gonna fucking refresh over and over again. I mean, that's actually really true. Like, some people think you can just, like, suck it all out, but you really fucking couldn't, just because as soon as it goes in, that shit's all the way in your bloodstream. You've been tainted. That's true, man. That's fucked up. And some of these ones are kind of easy to figure out. They're definitely myths. If stranded at sea with no water, you can drink your own piss to survive. Oh, we've seen that on Survivor, man. Let's see it. Because your urine contains salt, in addition to potentially harmful waste, it will generally increase dehydration rather than mitigate it. Legitimate sources of hydration in the ocean include rainwater, solar stills, turtle blood, and fluid from the spine and around the eyes of fish. Oh, I did not fucking know that, ladies and gentlemen. But that's actually fairly fucking true, to be honest. Now, in addition to potentially harmful ways, will generally increase dehydration rather than mitigate. Yeah, I mean, unless you, like, isn't it like if you, like, piss in, like, a ditch or something and you let your piss evaporate, it, like, separates the water? Like, I don't know. So I've never had to drink my piss to survive, and frankly, hopefully I never have to. Number 6, in the event of an electrical fire, unplug the appliance immediately. Unplugging and dousing it with water are all good ways to get electrocuted. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. Number 7, store a gallon of water a day per person for 3 to 7 days in your garage or basement. This is a fact, but many people have garages and basements with concrete floors. If you store plastic bottles on concrete, the chemical reaction between the two materials over time will contaminate the water. Well, you motherfucker better invest in some carpeting then. Number 8, if stabbed or impaled by something, pull out the knife or object. Alright, this may look cool in movies, but never pull a knife or any other penetrating object from a wound. You shouldn't do it. Call 911, leave the object in place, and place a bulky dressing around it to keep it stabilized. The only exceptions are if the person is blocking the airway. Oh, if the object is blocking your airway, or must be removed to perform CPR. Yeah, don't pull. If you ever get stabbed, God forbid you ever get stabbed, don't pull out the knife. I mean, Keanu Reeves might be doing it in the movies, but you shouldn't do it in reality. All right, that's fake land. Number 9. Some of these are fucking retardedly easy. I don't know why these are top 10 myths. These are just common sense. If stranded in cold weather, you can eat snow or ice to survive. Eating handfuls of snow or ice will lower your body temperature, will waste body energy, and may be contaminated. True. When possible, melt the snow, boil the water, and let it cool before drinking. Bonus myth, drinking alcohol, even when strapped to the neck of a St. Bernard, not only won't keep you warm, but will cause your body to lose even more heat. Yeah, drinking alcohol does it? Yes. Number 10, praying won't help you. Studies of the traits of survivors have noted one thing they had in common was prayer, even if they didn't necessarily believe in God. Prayer keeps one's thoughts organized and mind focused. After all, the greatest survival skill one can have to avoid panicking in emergency and instead to stay calm, organized, focused, and decisive, and determined. That's actually pretty fucking true. Ladies and gentlemen, next time you're stranded, keep your mind focused and calm. These are top 10 myths you need to know. I think we've really learned enough. Some of these were downright depressing. Some of them were fucking obvious. But I think the only notable thing here is we're going to the different next website. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our deep web video of the week. Looking forward to it. It's about 1 minute and 5 seconds long, over the average of a minute. I'm sure our average has dropped down to like fucking 40 seconds right now, considering recent deep web videos. But here we are, back with another video over here, and I'm not going to keep it running on for too long. I'm going to hit the play button and see just what dank shit we're in for this time. Let's go. Interesting indeed. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3... We got this lovely, creepy music. Oh, somebody's making dolls and shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, that's, is that real teeth and shit? Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was our deep web video of the fucking week. What an interesting little, art project that was, ladies and gentlemen. Now, okay. Alright, you know, let me start with it. Let's get into the analytical phase. So we got this lovely countdown. We got a lovely countdown that kicked in for 10 seconds. And then we start off with a shot of somebody making dolls and stuff. By the way, I must say, that is a job that would be my fucking most hated job imaginable, because as you all know, I fucking hate dolls, alright? I'm fucking freaked out by them. So when, I don't think we need the audio. But, if I had to work making dolls, whoo, would I fucking find different employment in some case, let me tell you, ladies and gents. Now, looking more so into this, alright, this person's making dolls, this fine individual, and as we progress through, these dolls have like childlike laughter and shit, which, you know, all the sound cues are kind of cringy, but as we go through, we got this shot over here, which is interesting indeed, then we got this hockey mask, which is designed to scare the fucking piss out of me, but it really failed. And then you have this shot over here. Now this weirds me out, because that shit looks too fucking good for deep web stuff, you know what I mean? Like, this is what shows me as this art project. It's made to be artsy. Because sometimes, like, the dead giveaway for me is when it's shot, like, when it looks good from quality, right? Like, it looks like it's fucking DSLR level shit almost to an extent, but it's just been botched down by fucking scaling down the resolution immensely at times, and then on top of it adding these fucking Sony Vegas TV blurred After Effect filters, and then just shitting out the video then. But as we go through with it, you hear like the devil and shit in the background. You know, I'm seeking through it, so you don't hear it right now, but spooky stuff, right? And then we have this shot, which is, you know, interesting. You got like fucking worms and stuff going through it. You got what seems to be like teeth and shit. So what the fuck? Is this like somebody's face? Am I seeing like fucking snuff? I highly doubt it. But it I don't know, man. It fucking could be. Who fucking knows, right? But it's not. It seems like it's like a fake skull behind it, but they got like worms and shit added for extra effect, which, you know, because it honestly feels like a deep web art thing, I gotta clap my hands, because it takes effort, and effort was definitely put into it, so congrats on that front. And then you got this, like, edgy mask of a clown. Like, I don't know, I mean, could it be, could this have been, like, from the days that the clown epidemic was a thing? And then as we go through, it just fucking ends, and that's the whole video. Now, usually I kind of sit here wondering, is there a message behind it all? Probably fucking not. But you know what? What it is it's a video that has effort put into it. But again, I kind of miss the days of the deep web vlogs. I kind of miss the days of those weird, like, messages where we had the Dr. Terrorist and shit like that. I mean, you know, the one video of the dude, like, crawling across the ground, chin-chin and shit. I looking at this, I'm like, it's an edgy art project. And you know what? Edgy art projects are edgy art projects. We haven't seen many edgy art, but we've seen ARGs, but we haven't seen an edgy art project in a while. So for all intents and purposes, edgy art project is edgy art project. Good fucking job. we're gonna back out, and we're done with the analysis. Nothing much more for me to say. The 1 minute and 5 second art project, good for them. Let's go somewhere else. Oh man, Hypogeum entrance. Welcome to my personal Christian site in the dark web. Hypogeum is a Greek word for underground shrines, temples, and tombs used for ritual purposes. Man, this is making it sound edgy, dude. Later, Christians called similar constructions catacombs, deriving from the Latin word. The difference is only in name. During Roman persecutions, Christians met in catacombs, hypogeum, in order to avoid being detected by their oppressors. Some things have not changed. We are still being persecuted in many places. In others, we find our liberty narrowing. This hypogeum of the dark web is a place for Christians to gather, like in the bad old days. The most important thing here is you. I'm researching ways for Christians to connect and find each other. And now this is something that I actually can kind of, last modified on 13 August 2016 is some old shit. But this is something that I can kind of get behind. Look, I don't want it to turn into like some religious warfare in the comments below ever. Please never let it turn into it. But this is what the deep web and stuff was kind of made for. See, in parts of the world, it's pretty illegal to be religious, or if the country is religious, and like for example, if you're in China, religion's one of those things you keep on the down low. You know, if you're in like Saudi Arabia, you know what I mean. You gotta kind of keep keep this set of beliefs a little down. And there are parts of the world where, you know, vice versa, right? There are places where beliefs are challenged, and certain beliefs, you know, over other beliefs are looked down upon, things like that. And so that's why this was made, because, you know, somebody's religion is an entirely personal thing, right? Everyone has a right to do whatever the fuck they want, and I think anybody trying to stop them for whatever reasons is, you know, fucking wrong. If they're not harming anybody, they ain't harming anybody. This is why this stuff was made, so that people who, you know, like devout Christians like this individual could actually, you know, bring other people to war. And that's all a good thing. If you're bringing people on the basis that they can come together and they're not harming anyone, nobody should be stopped for that. So this person's doing a pretty honorable favor, I must say. Good for them. Good on them if they're trying it. Maybe they got a different site. I don't know. But, yeah, I can sort of fuck with this idea and say, you know, congratulations, God bless, do the best you can. But if you go to the About page, the advice column, so this dude has a blog, and they have some interesting dark web links and their own personal signature, which they'd felt needed its own, like, web page. Okay. Go to the yeah, it's the PGP signature. Okay, then it needs its own. You go to the links. The dude has links to other parts. He has millions of scientific research papers, the Galaxy to anonymous social networking sites. This is actually how you find other websites too. So they got like search engines and stuff over here. They've got link lists. This is stuff you want to keep with you if you ever want to truly browse the deep web. That, and actually remember a lot of the IRC channels where you can get the even more exclusive websites, right, from actual people that are sharing websites that they made on a more private scale. But here he has the advice column. It's like, the meaning of life. Now, this is a question that I think everyone fucking asks themselves at one point in their life. Dear philosopher. Oh, dear Sibylla? I think that's a name. What are we doing here? What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of the universe? I once saw graffiti. Earth without art is just eh. You know what they say, there's no I in team. As for the purpose of the creation, that pretty much nails it. When we look at the creation, we may ask, why does he bother to create all this and to keep it running? You know, sometimes I think God is just bored. Creation is in a separate ontological category from God. Whereas God is eternal, creation will vanish. God has subjected it to futility, passing away, but it shall not vanish entirely. This is the ultimate reason for reincarnation. Things will not vanish at the end of the world, or those redeemed by Christ. Number one, his bride, his brothers and sisters. Alright, so this dude's trying to, Sibylla Courtenay is trying to answer all of life's questions. I don't even know if it's a he or a she. I feel like I'm fucking totally grasping at straws on that point. Now, he's got more stuff on the blog, and now he has a blog of why privacy. So let me ask him why privacy. Why should I care about my privacy? I have nothing to hide. Because God is sovereign. The sovereign God created the man to be his image. We resemble him. His sovereignty is not free. We are not be created in his image. I believe God has been tolerating us for so long because he wants us to be his image. We are able to sin because he wants us to. All right, so you know it's a lot. It's a lot of the religious stuff, which you know. God bless, you know what I mean? But we're looking through over here, and frankly, they have their own they have their own little, like, they have their own blog, and, which is interesting. If you ever want to read it, you totally could. I'm sure some of it's pretty interesting, but I don't know, I'm not really being consumed by it at all. If I go to his About section, though, I really want to see the About section and see what this person's about. Yeah, you may call me Sibylla de Courtenay. I am not saying this is my given name. I'm saying it as a tag to make it easier for you to think that the hero is a human being, not some anonymous entity. Just be polite. Be a fucking normal person. I may not tolerate arguments on certain topics like creationism or modes of baptism. I have my own opinions on these things. You may disagree. Okay, so they're laying the foot down, ladies and gentlemen. They are telling us exactly what's going on here. How do you know it's me? Oh yeah, just use a PGP key and shit like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sibylla Courtenay. Can't really say much more on it other than, God bless, all the luck in order to keep your religious entrance here. You know what I mean? Let's keep these deep web catacombs as clean and as efficient as they can. Hopefully she or he has the best luck in whatever they can. I'm going to back out of this. Interesting stuff, it's a nice departure from the bad stuff. We get a reason why this is good, It's a place for people to gather that may actually be being persecuted in some other parts of the world. Let's set something else up. So here is Africa Products, ladies and gentlemen, a continent with many opportunities. This is one of those investment sites on possibly conflict shit. Africa is one of the wealthiest continents in the world in terms of natural resources, one that I do not think is actually wrong. There is a lot of natural resources to get in Africa. It's just the place is kind of a shit show in certain parts. We bring you valuable products priced to move because we use cheap free labor to gather... Cheap free labor... Motherfuckers are even just admitting straight up to using slavery to gather in the most abundant locations. Africa Products, our mission. Products. We sell diamonds, most likely conflict, gold, and rhino horn found and harvested in Africa. Low cost. We are able to operate with very low cost because we use cheap free labor on unregulated lands. So they're on bandit country with fucking slavery and shit. This is some Mad Max level crap, dude. Fuck. Reselling issue. Because we do not follow international labor standards and operate in unregulated areas, we have trouble selling our products because they are viewed as unethical. Well, yeah, nobody's going to buy diamonds obtained through slavery, right? Unethical issue. Many companies have been found guilty of knowingly profiting from sweatshops, child labor, slavery, unsafe working conditions, unfair wages, and violence. The companies include, but are not limited to, the Pfizer, Walmart, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Nikes, Adidas, H&M, Levi Strauss, CNA, don't know what the fuck that is, Walt Disney, and Otto Verstand. Damn, these are some call-outs. By the way, nothing that Africa Products says is a representative of what I'm thinking of, man. So, if any of you companies have a fucking bone to pick with Africa Products, y'all can just ask me. I'll give you the onion link. Your turn to profit. The potential profit margins you can make are very reasonable, but typically only enjoyed by governments and corporations. It is your turn to make the profits that the corporations typically make. Now, Africa Products sells 1 ounce gold, 92% purity. So you can basically buy gold, apparently, which is, I guess, nice for 1 Bitcoin. Which, how much is Bitcoin to USD right now? I know the price often fluctuates a lot. Let me just go into this. 1 Bitcoin to USD. Let me see this real quick. Woohoo! Wow, did the fucking price just fluctuate. Jesus Christ, they are reaching an all-time high. 1 Bitcoin right now is worth 1,060 dolans. Holy crap. So you can get 1 to 1.25 carat diamonds for 1,000, which I think you might... Is that? 1 ounce rhino horn, which, is very goddamn, pricey. Gold you can get. This is crazy. Holy shit. Secure worldwide business from Africa. Okay, yeah, show me all your products, actually. I would like to see all of the products. Why not? Show me all the conflict. Ooh, they sell a fucking lot. You can buy 1 kilo gold bars unrefined for fucking 10 grand? Jesus. 2 ounce gold, 80% pure. 5 ounce bar of gold, 92% pure. 4.34 carat diamond, yeah, these are some... Oh, some of these are sold, so somebody's actually even bought the 4.34 carat diamonds. Somebody buy the 7.20... No, nobody has. I could fucking buy this place. Shit, dude. See, but, that's the thing. If you buy from here, because these are conflict goods, most definitely, they're unethical. I'm sure it's illegal to buy like fucking rhino horn. Like if you ordered rhino horn here, because that's just unethical shit. I'm sure you can get fucking busted out the ass for this. Gold, diamonds, people would look into any of that and just be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? But they're selling what appears to be some pretty pricey goods, I must tell you. For, I guess, almost nothing compared to what they really would be. I mean, I don't know the prices on some of these things. I'm not really a man that knows the exact value of these diamonds. What is this? 258 thoughts on forum. Is this for real? Who knows? Flip a coin. I'm going to watch this site and think about it. Yeah, sort of the thing with a lot of these sites is that like when they show up for the first time, you're kind of just sitting there wondering, is this fucking real? That's a risk you're going to have to take, man. I mean, who knows, right? Who fucking knows if it's real? But, it's a risk that people are willing to take. Packaging, very nice diamond, looks legit. Sold for profit. This is, okay, so people buy it off here and they sold it. Resold diamond at the local jewelry store for $3,500. That's interesting. You think you can get away with slave labor? Sure, I got my packages, but I hate you because of who you are. But you what? What the fuck? Wait, you know what? You know what? That Big Boy is a troll, though. If you look around at Big Boy, fucking amazing. I just keep ordering. Ali79 is like, awesome. This gold feels so good against my skin. I put it on my body when I'm naked. Wait, if you don't like slave labor, why the fuck are you buying from them? You dumb shit. So I don't know. These are probably all fake and everything too. Who gives a shit? But let's get out of here. You know what I mean? Let's get out of this nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. I think Africa. Wait, what are the FAQs? Let me see the FAQs. I didn't even see the whole thing. Are you guys for real? Well, obviously they're going to say they're for real. Well, why can't you sell your products for so cheap? Our employees work for food, water and housing. They're given no further compensation. Savage, man. At least they feed and keep them, right? Do you offer free samples? No, this is a business, not a charity. Straight up, dude. Are your diamonds AIG certified? Yeah, they are. We ship every diamond with its own certification. Okay. Will you send me photos? They will not send you photos until you fucking buy. I am sick and or disabled. Will you discount our purchase? We will not discount your order because we have no sympathy for individuals with sickness or disabilities. Savages. Will you send a package in good faith that I will pay you when I receive the package? This would gain my trust. No, we will not. Do you have a ClearNet blog? No, we do not. Well, they are definitely upfront and honest, I will say. Just on their FAQ. How legit they are? I don't know. I don't know how legit Africa Products is. It's a site that literally just popped up to me, honestly. I'm not seeing anything. Wait, what is this? Africa Products is many companies. Okay, yeah, here we go. We are a cut above the companies who Africa bring product directly to you. We encourage your managers. Purchases bring revenue back to African cities, towns, and villages. Oh, okay. We look forward to future business dealings, Mr. Dubaku. So you know what? I'm gonna back out of Mr. Dubaku's website over here. I'm sure Africa Products is a fine revenue source for African cities, towns, and villages. Regardless of whether conflict or slavery is being used. Again, I wouldn't recommend buying stuff here because I'm sure that's very illegal. But that being said, we're going to hit back. That's enough of Africa's fine products. That continent has finally made its showcase here, I feel. And all the power to them. Hopefully conditions get better for the workers. I don't really know. I'm not really, I'm not a UN worker on this bullshit. We're going to back out and head somewhere else. Here is the Tor Armory. Oh man, we are getting classic on this Deep Web episode, ladies and gentlemen, but I like it actually. So here we've got multiple things to buy. You can buy ammunition, assault weapons, full auto rifles, optics, submachine guns, sniper rifles, pistols, suppressors. It's like fucking Counter-Strike all over again, dude. Let's go ammunitions, assault weapons. I might want some optics and some pistols. Now you got a fair amount of selections if you're looking at it, like 32 fucking pistols to pick from. We're going to go and do it. For ammunition, you can get these whole cases of fucking ammo and shit for like $150, $235, like NATO 55 grain XM. Damn, dude. Full metal FMJ rounds? Jesus Christ, dude. Federal premium gold medal ammunition, 300 Winchester Magnum grain serum. Hollow points. Oh, God. You ever seen like what a hollow point does to somebody, though? Like, for those of you who don't know what like a hollow point round is, they're actually illegal rounds. but for obvious reasons. Basically, what a hollow point does is the tip of it is hollowed out, so when it impacts, it like basically crunches up while going through you. So like if a bullet is this big, right? Normally like an entry wound, you know, like entry wounds are small and then you go out the back, the exit wounds are big. Well, not only are the exit wounds going to be fucking bigger, ladies and gentlemen, but the fucking entry wound is going to be fucking even bigger. And not only that, but it's even more painful because the thing crunches up and basically creates an even bigger hole as it goes through. That's why these things are illegal. They're actually so fucking illegal. Using them in war and shit is considered like a breach of the fucking Geneva Conventions and shit. It's like chemical warfare, dude. Holy crap. $395 for that. Which, yeah, it's pretty pricey for ammunition, but, you know, then again, ammunition is very pricey to even buy. So for assault rifles, you can get Colt M4s, Israeli Galils, Israeli Tavor SAR IDF mod, that's like a TAR 21, Herstal FNF FS 2000, Colt, SIG 556. Some of these are like fucking, the prices on these, I don't think they're necessarily bad. I mean, these guns are supposed to be pretty fucking expensive. They weren't going to be under $1,000, let's be damn sure. But this is some pretty good quality kit, let me tell you. This is like some fucking... This is some militarized police level gear right now, dude. This is what the military is fucking using. Go to optics, you can get yourself like Leopold, Bushnell, Schmidt and Bender, which again, these are big companies for you to buy from, like Zeiss Conquest, you know, things like that. Trijicon, Day Night Vision, like fucking these are full on optics. You can get like $1,325 optic lens that you can attach to your rifles and shit. I mean, these weren't gonna be cheap, but damn. On the pistol side, you can get Springfields, Chris's, you can get Smith & Wesson 686s, Glock G22, Magnum Research Desert Eagle 50. You can get the 50 cal. Oh my god, dude. Like, that thing is a vehicle killer is what it fucking is. For those of you who've never, like, seen it, like a Desert Eagle, like, if you fired that shit into, like, an engine block, that thing is fucking gone, dude. That's a vehicle killer right there. Heckler & Koch VP40s, PPXs, PPQs, oh my lord. Like, these aren't even, like, bad price. I know this isn't, like, anything new, like, we've seen gun stores and stuff, but, oh, they're even selling you used open box gear. Jesus Christ. You can get a used Smith & Wesson 629 for, like, almost 50% off. You know, the thing is, like... Most of these are fake, because if we're going to be serious here... Oh, wait, suppressors. Let's go to the suppressors. I'm so glad they don't call it silencers, because, you know, people actually think the stuff silences your fucking pistol is... No, it doesn't. It suppresses it. But, well, these are pretty decent prices. But... The thing is most of these sites, as we all know, are fake. It's like the Hitman sites. It's like all this stuff. They're fun to look at, but by no means are any of these. If you open up like one of them, right? Like if we, open up one of them, they'll give you like all this extra shit. Like reduce the sound by -30 dBs. Add that shit to your cart. Like what do we do if we add it to the cart and then we go to the store? How do we purchase that item? Flat rate. Oh, $65 for shipping. Proceed to. Well, it's definitely got a much more elegant looking website. Let me tell you. Billing and shipping, additional information, email address, Alabama. Oh, you pay via Bitcoin. Yeah, never give out your addresses like that. It's not how it works. Okay, let me tell you, not at all. But the thing over here is most of these websites, like they're fun to look at, they're fun to browse around, they're fun to see just how outlandish they can be. This is a fucking honeypot, and you know how I can tell these are honeypot is because. If it takes me 5 fucking minutes to find them, they're most likely... Now, I'm not going to say they're definitely honeypots. For all we know, the Tor Armory is a very real army, like, surplus store where they are dealing some fucking savage fucking things. They are dealing some crazy level gear that I don't even have a fucking clue about. So, you know, it could all be real. But from my personal experience, and like I said, I've done like fucking 87 episodes of these, counting this one... That shit. This stuff screams FBI gonna finger my butthole if I buy something off this. So again, don't buy shit off of this because, you know, it's fucking illegal and you will get fingered by the feds one way or another. Be careful. Laugh at it. This is a Tor Armory. Hey, for all I know, it could be legit. But please don't be buying guns illegally. That being said, let's hit up something else. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Deep Web Browsing, episode number 87, if I can be so exact. I hope you enjoyed today's lovely episode. I hope you liked it. It was a return back to the classic Tor websites, and a lot of them I really like. Whether we went to the Hitman sites, the multiple shops, even seeing the bastion of Christian identity, even on this, even on the network, where again, you can be persecuted for having some beliefs at times in certain parts of the world, and even seeing one of the edgiest art projects that I've seen in quite a long time. I like today's Deep Web episode. I really did. It was a return to form, and sometimes I like seeing a little bit of the classic stuff rather than just the weird flogs that we've recently been seeing. But as it all goes down, I hope you enjoyed today's Sunday as always. I hope you have an amazing day. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.